Hey guys, what is up? Sloppy here, and look how much of a beautiful day this is, huh? Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. We are over here at the horse farm, horse sanctuary. I don't really know what you call it. We have the racetrack with their clock, and our jump thing looks pretty ugly. But yeah, there's a jump thing, and we got our horses, and they're, you know, living life to the fullest with the bunny. Is that horse up over the fence again? That guy just finds ways to get on top of the fence. Anyway, yeah, we're over here because we're just finishing up some projects today. That's today's mission, is just to, not finish up, to clean up some projects. Like this one is done. Just got a few issues that I have. It's, the pathway needs a little bit of a touch up. We want to finish that. And yeah, that's about it. Maybe put a roof. That doesn't even really need a roof, but it's just finishing up some things today, which I think is always a good thing to have to do every now and again, is just finish up your projects, and you know, that's about it. So this thing looks okay. If we do this, these blocks need to be a full block, because that's how the repeaters tell us how fast our horse is. So if we go like this, maybe we should have used a different color for those. Now, I kind of like it being open, but I kind of hate it being open. You know what I mean? Maybe some glass would be nice. So then you could see into the redstone, which is kind of cool. I think that would look interesting. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's kind of a different scoreboard. But what I want to do is actually get a bit of a wall behind it. Close this all off so that, well, one, nothing could walk in here, because that would be heartbreaking. We'll close this all off. Apparently we used andesite to finish that side, which is an interesting choice. We probably want a way in here, though. We probably want a way in here. Maybe you can do just a couple pieces of glass. Is there? Damn, it's even. I'll just do two, I guess. Yeah, we probably want a way in here. Probably be easiest to just like put it on the side, put a door here or something. Yeah. Yep. You know what we'll do though? We'll use, well, yeah, there's no iron in there. I was gonna say we can use an iron door, but I mean, zombies won't really break. Holy cow. Sorry about that. 1 second. So sorry. My computer decided that it had to update at that exact moment. Any later time would be absolutely no. So this is all contained in here, which is nice. We could build it up a little bit more. Yeah, probably 3 high would be better. I'm not really going to spend that much time putting a roof on it or anything, just because it doesn't really need that. Do I want it? Do I want it to be 3 high? You know, I think I like it 2 high, because then you can still sort of see around it. Let's just see how it looks from the... Oh, I think we set off the timer. Oh, but we do need a way to access the hoppers. All right, I got to give this a tiny bit more thought than the very small thought I was putting into it to begin. So we need to access these. We just need to take out this. Okay, now it's starting. Crap. All right, that should have stopped it. That should have stopped it. Okay, how much do we have in here? 2 stacks. Okay. Well, if we do this, if we do this, then nothing can fall in. We need another block. We need one more. Yeah, so you come around, you have to do this, and then you keep going. I think I like that. So I think we can call this done. Let's just see how it looks from the front. I got sidetracked by accidentally turning it on. Stupid Windows. Always have to update when you're doing stuff, eh? Yeah, no, we can't update later. It has to be right now. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We could make it look nicer. Maybe we will in the future, but I think for now that's pretty good. I think for now that's pretty good. So we just gotta move this stuff. Just gotta move all this. And we'll call this area more or less done. The pathway, I was just gonna add some more of this stuff. You know what I mean? Just because I feel like it's got too much grass in it. I feel like now it's a little bit too, you know what I mean? Like this area, if it was really this bad that it had that much coarse dirt to begin with, there probably wouldn't be that much grass. So that's the only thing that I have like an issue with, is that this would probably be all be coarse dirt. There probably wouldn't be that much grass, which isn't really a big deal. You know, this area up here especially, I'm kind of like, right in front of the stables, there'd probably be almost no grass. Horses are not the tidiest of animals. Anyway, something like that. Anyway, what I want to do mostly in beautification is actually near spawn. Spawn's been a spot that I've been kind of angry with because I really don't like the way it looks. So let's call this done for now. We did a good job. No, we just fixed a clock. But you know, spawn's been something that I've been a little bit unhappy with just because I don't like the way it looks. We've done a few tweaks to it over time, but today I kind of want to get a bit of it looking good. And that's what I'm going to do now. I feel like I just wasted a whole bunch of time fixing that clock and not making it look all that good. So I'll meet you guys over at spawn. Alright, so we're over at spawn, and we fixed up this side. I sort of leveled it out. I could probably do a little bit more leveling. It's sort of an uneven. I was going to connect up these just so they don't look sort of awkwardly apart from each other. But this path goes all the way over to that direction. There's a monster spawner over there. I'll probably build something else over that way at some point. But yeah, like this, I don't know why this would be up like this. And then have a hole here. I think that was just me not filling in my mistakes. Anyway, yeah, so this is what we call sort of our center point. We fixed up this side. It used to be real weird, so it's kind of leveled out. I was thinking about maybe knocking down those mountains a little bit more. But what I want to do in this area is possibly bring over the animals, the cows and stuff, trying to put them here so we have some sort of animals near spawn. Because right now they're next to the village, and they're just... I mean, there's just not many animals around here. So what I want to do is build some pens and kind of have them here. But what I think I might have them all on one side, do something else on the other side. But I kind of don't want them to be the main feature, so I'm going to extend this forest sort of out and around. So this is all going to be sort of trees. I think that'll look good. It'll make more sense when I finish it, I think. So let me get some fences and whatnots, and we'll put the pens in, and then I'll show you guys sort of where we are coming from with that. Well, I gotta say, guys, I am happy they added leads to the game. This would have been so annoying to do with, you know, bringing them all over by wheat. I remember the days when you had to do that, and that was just excruciating, especially now since they don't seem to be focused on the wheat, you know, for all that long. It seems like they have like a 10-second window, and then it's like, all right, get this weed out of my face. So yeah, we got all the animals over here now. Had to go a little bit to find the sheep. So what we'll do is just keep a stock of wheat and everything over here, just so we can keep these guys' numbers up. We got all 4. I sort of surrounded them by trees. It doesn't look too bad. I'm curious to see what it'll look like. That looks a little close to the path. I'm curious to see what it'll look like when all the trees are grown. There's a few more in there. I think it'll be kind of nice. You can sort of wander through the forest, and you know, there's animals. I think the big part for these animals isn't killing them. It'll more be for when we have to get animals to places. It'll be nice to have them here. So they can just, like, you can throw them in a mine cart and send them wherever. I think that'll be nice to have them here. Sort of our stock animals, I guess. But yeah, they're all over here. I'm waiting for the trees to grow. I'll probably just let them grow naturally because I don't have that many bones. And then we'll try and hide some lighting probably. I think that'll be sort of the next step in this. So let me just pillar up, and then I'll go AFK, and we'll see how it looks in a second or two. I like this path. Let's see how this looks from way up high. Well, 13 blocks up high, I guess isn't that much. Yeah, looks nice. Yeah, we got to rework this too. I don't really like that shack. What we're going to do is probably rework the center part too. I think I'm going to move the rail lines down so that you can sort of choose. You know, we got to work out a system for all that. I still don't know what I'm going to build over there. But yeah, we're going to make the tree lines sort of go all the way out and over. And then that side will be, maybe we'll thin out the trees as it goes into the desert. But yeah, I kind of want to continue the forest sort of all the way down. It used to go to about that line there. I'm trying to point with this weird little cursor, but now we're going to try and bring it all the way out and maybe add some trees over there. I don't know. I was thinking about building some of the custom trees, but then the way the cages were laid out, it was kind of awkward to fit one of the big trees. So I'll wait AFK and then we'll try and add some lighting. All right. Whoa. Sorry, my mouse did a little dance. So the trees are mostly grown. I kind of like the way it looks. It's a little strange from the path because there's nothing on this side. So we're going to have to figure out something to put on that side. But I don't know if I want trees just because it'll be sort of weird when it hits the desert and there's nothing. At the same time, if I put trees there, you wouldn't really notice the desert, which would be kind of nice. It'd be like running through a forest. So I don't know. Maybe trees. But yeah, I hit some lighting. You can still see a lot of torches. I'll probably go through and replace them with pumpkins at some point. I also was thinking I might add some bushes, you know, just fill up the mountain, just make it look very, very cool. I was thinking about adding some hay bales. I do want to hide a chest back here somewhere, maybe just right behind this tree. Maybe just right behind this tree. And what I'll do is I'll just keep this loaded up with wheat, seeds, all the stuff we need to breed these guys, carrots, because the pigs have to be a little different. You can't really see it. It's not a big deal. I was thinking about adding a little shack, but then I was like, you know what? We already have one back there. We have this little spider farm. There it is. You can hardly see it. If it wasn't for the glass, you probably wouldn't be able to see it. But anyway, I'll show you guys the other thing that I cleaned up a little bit because we started over at the horse farm, but actually between episodes, I did a little work over at the villager center that we've been working on. Also, this area needs something. Now that like that area has trees, this area is kind of plain. It would be nice to actually have a tree line. Continue all the way over to here. And then you sort of emerge and there's the village sort of tucked away. That's nice. We also got to finish. I'm thinking each metro station is going to have I'm going to call them metro stations because that's what I call the subway. Each subway or metro station, whatever, is going to have its own design. There's a few cities around the world that actually used different architects for each area. Like each subway had their own architect design it. And I think that'd be really cool. Obviously, I'm not going to hire architects or anything, but I think it'd be neat to have each station sort of be individual and different. I think that'd be real cool. And we're probably going to have a lot of stuff near spawn. I don't know. Because when 1.9 comes out, I'll probably have to go to a new part of the world. And oh my gosh, I am rambling. Yeah, we did some work over here. So we kind of cleaned it up. This is the look we're, I would say, going for, but it's sort of the look we just sort of ended up with. Stone and stone slab. So in here is the little marketplace I was talking about. Now these guys might be screwing up these guys. Oh, we got one. Speaking of which, 29 flame 1. You know what? We'll keep you just for now. So I'll show you guys this again. So he should end up in the next available booth, which would be this one. Yep, and the track should change, so the next available booth would be the one he goes to the next time we get someone. So that's cool. This guy is real nice because he has efficiency 5, which is a nice book to have for 28 emeralds, which for efficiency 5 is not bad at all. And also you can get 2 written books, plus you can get 4 glass. He gets the same trade again, which is interesting. This guy's flame 1. I'd be curious to trade with him and see if we end up getting the flame 1 again. This guy I kept just because I have a lot of string, but I'll probably get rid of him at some point. And let's just check, because I added in the little automated system up here. Up here, yeah, it works like a charm. So when they come down, they get pushed through the water. They end up here. Activator rail. Detector rail. Activator rail's the other one. I always mix up the names, but the detector rail sends a pulse. Spencer puts up another minecart. And then when they fall, you know, bloop, and they end up here where we can choose to keep or kill. And let's just show you guys the killings chamber. So if we get in here, this is the activator rail. It shoots, a powered activator rail will knock off whatever's in the minecart. So they get knocked off and they fall into lava because it's the only spot they can go. And the cart then comes back around here. I'll probably put a dispenser elevator going up because item elevators don't work anymore, right, in 1.9. So gonna have to use a dispenser chain. So that's going to be an annoying piece of redstone to work out. I'm not going to do that now, though. And yeah, so this area is kind of cleaned up. I'm not going to spend too much time in this area. Oh, right, I put these up. I forgot. I'm not going to spend too much time in this area, so I didn't want to spend, you know, I didn't want to go and have to get redstone, glowstone for redstone lamps and make it look real good because I was lazy. And, you know, that is what it is. I think this room looks pretty cool, though. I like these little booths. I think they kind of look cool. I don't really use colored clay much because I haven't found a mesa. We've talked about that in the past. That's a whole other issue. I have searched so hard for mesa. I've also decided no more adventuring until 1.9. That way, because I've loaded a lot of the world and I don't want to like load more and then have to go even further out to get new land. But whatever. These are the 4 colors. This is pink, blue, orange, and this is actually light gray, which is bizarre. But yeah, this is kind of cool. And actually, why don't we do a trade on the camera? Because I have no paper. That's why we aren't going to do one on camera. But yeah, so this is pretty much done. We do have to add a few more things, but for now it's good enough. This doesn't need to be here anymore. Okay, so yeah. I wanted to show you guys this, and let's just hop through. Get back to spawn. Okay, so we're back over here, and it's nighttime. I kind of wanted to wander through just to make sure it's sort of all lit. Looks pretty good. Not seeing any glaring dark spots, which is nice. Maybe like right here, though. No, it's fairly well lit. We could do maybe a torch like right here or something. That's not important. Could always do the ethos trees and put glowstone in them. But for now, that's pretty good. So we got a little bit of beautification done. And I think once we get some more trees, you know, I think this will look real nice. We might put trees along this side. It would be nice to turn this sort of into a forest biome. Because I believe it's plains. Yeah, there was only a small collection of trees sort of around that house. So a cute idea. Let's talk about cute things. A cute idea that I was sort of having is what if we built a couple of these houses sort of along the tops of these mountains and then had trees everywhere. I think this would be real nice as sort of like a forest. So we'll probably do that. We'll put trees along, and then we sort of have a tree farm if we want to chop down. So that's what we'll probably do is something of that description. And that's stuff we can do between episodes, though, because that's just sort of boring tree planting work. But I think that'll be cool. You know, I spent a long time sort of just looking at this area and being like, what can I put here? I think trees works the best just because they fill up area, they look okay, they look natural. You know, putting houses and different builds, I think just clutters it to a point where I don't really like the way it looks too much. And the nice part about the forest is they're kind of easy to hide lighting in. What I'd like to do is sort of add bushes and things to this. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. So that's about it for this episode. The other thing I will briefly mention is once we figure out the forest and get all the trees planted, I want to redo this central area. What I was thinking is we spent quite a bit of time doing this section. What I was thinking is slime block launchers between, just because the stairways, they're nice, but they kind of take up quite a bit of room. So I'm thinking maybe 2 stairways, you know, maybe on this side and that side or something. And then what I want to do is lower all of these lines, lower all of them below this, just because this is working pretty well. lower on below this, just so that you can choose your line a little bit easier than having to run across this. Also, then we can sort of close off the edges and sort of make this room official. There's not much of a point to it anymore. I mean, we don't really enchant over here. We don't really enchant over here anymore. I think I've moved all the books, yeah. So there's not much of a point. What we could do is make this room sort of... I'm just going to take the diamonds out of here. What we could do is make this room sort of a little bit different. We could alternate what's actually in here. We could have a little storage section. We could keep the enchanting just for fun. We could change this up a little bit, maybe add some other things. I don't really know what, but something, and then put the metro underneath this, which I think could be nice. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Anyway, we've talked a lot about planning and stuff, so between episodes I'm going to get a bunch of saplings. That's actually kind of the big holdback right now, is that I don't have the saplings to do this. I'm going to get a bunch of saplings and go crazy across here, planting trees, and a little bit on this side, and we're going to make this a forest biome. And, you know, once we do the forest biome, we can do some cool things. I think the paths look alright, and I think they'll look real good going through a forest. And, yeah, we'll figure out some way to lead it into the desert. I don't really know. That's it for me. Like, comment, sub, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think about that plan. And I will catch you guys in the next one. In the next episode, I'm going to hide in this house so I can say goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Oh, I broke something. Oh, I didn't even realize I was actually hitting anything. I thought I was just playing around. Oh. Oops. Breaking stuff. Night.